Hey there, guys. I'm not really sure what to say, but I just decided to make a video. I don't have some big, bluster-filled rant to go on to entertain you guys today, but it's just kind of days like these that they kind of suck the most. Days where I'm not doing anything. Days where I don't have things to take my mind off of the glaring truth that, unfortunately, gets shoved into my face every single day. That being that Sean is gone. And I just sit here kind of wondering what he'd think of the whole thing. What would he think about me going back to school? Or even making my own video game? I think about what he'd be doing with his friends, or if he'd even have gotten a summer job. And it really sucks. I mean, you see tragedy in the news all the time, like a car accident, or just something. But at this point, the news has almost made us a little bit calloused. We see, oh, 6-car pileup, 3 people dead. Well, that really sucks for those 3 people, I guess. It's a lot different when, or it's much more different when it's personal. I mean, the thing about the news today is that they make money off drama. And people passing away is generally a guaranteed source of drama, and therefore income. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't watch the news, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying that days like this, where I really have time to just sit here by myself and think about things, and just being left with my thoughts. Those are the days that really get me. You don't realize all the little things you take for granted. Like when I came home from working a double last night. I can't even talk, I'm sorry. This wasn't my intention, but it's kind of how it's playing out. But when I got home from working a double last night, I kind of had this small part of me that just expected to see the light on in Sean's window. I don't know why, but I did. And sitting here and having it just be complete silence instead of hearing him laughing and playing his video game with his friends, it just you guys really just don't know how good you have it. Guess what? Even if your little brother's a pain in the ass and he annoys the heck out of you, even if your younger sister or your older sister even does nothing but annoy you, when you have someone in your life for 16 years and then they're taken away from you, it really makes you look at all the things you take for granted. And people nowadays just bitch about things that are so inconsequential. Oh no, somebody doesn't like me on Facebook. Well, guess what? My little brother's dead, and you're bitching about Facebook. So, how about you shut up and just I'm sorry. I understand that for some people, certain mountains or certain molehills seem like mountains. But when you lose your sibling, life really comes a little bit more into perspective. There's a reason I don't drink, and I don't party, and I don't text and drive, and I don't. There's a reason I don't do stupid shit. And it's because not only do I have an obligation to myself, but I have an obligation to the people that care about me and the people that love me to not be an idiot and get myself killed. Because guess who suffers for that? Not you. You're dead. The people that survive suffer. And they get to pick up the pieces after you're gone. And they get to try and put their lives back together after you're gone. You know what that's like? It's the worst feeling in the world to have to go back to work, to have to go back to school and put on a smile every single day, even though your heart is broken into a million pieces. So next time you decide that you're going to complain about Facebook, or that you're going to complain about, oh, someone unfollowed me on Instagram, or somebody didn't like my Snapchat, guess what? Life's a lot more important than stupid bullshit that accounts to literally your 15 seconds of fame. Life is so much more than the hashtags and the. Life has so much more meaning than that, and people today just take life for granted. I mean, you want something to complain about? Try losing your mom, your dad, your brother, or even your own son or daughter. Then tell me what's important in your life. I can bet you it's not going to be Facebook. It's not going to be Instagram. Hell, I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to post this on YouTube or not. Because I feel like if I did, I'd almost be trying to guilt trip people into watching me, and that's not something I want to do. But this is something I needed to say, and so I've said it. I heard somebody the other day, they said that they hated their brother or their sister. I can't remember at this point, because when they said it, it just made me so angry. Because if you're to say that you hate somebody, then you're saying, well, this person is in my life and I don't appreciate or I don't care about the role they play in my life. My little brother was a hermit. He stayed in his room, he played video games. He didn't go out, he didn't do anything stupid with his life, and then he still ended up dying from something just completely, from just something that should not have even happened. And so I really think next time you decide you're going to complain, you really need to get a little perspective. Because there are way worse things in life than just I can't even finish my sentences anymore. There is way too much in life that people take for granted. And the worst thing you can do is take your life for granted and end up wasting it. I'm sorry if this video is a bit long, guys, but probably about half of this video was spent with me crying, so I'm sorry about that again. I'm sorry, guys. Have a good one.